many of us kind of look at Microsoft and question some of the moves that they make for various reasoning. I mean, when you look at the situation for, their announcements and things like that, I honestly just feel like they didn't do such a great job with the whole "this is an Xbox" thing. Just to me, it didn't feel. It felt a little disingenuous, or whatever the case may be. But you might feel differently. Like, to me, it was even a bit of kind of misleading, because at the end of the day, like, how can my phone be an Xbox, or how can a PC be my Xbox, when my Xbox library isn't 100% playable those other ways, right? And that's like the kind of point that I was trying to make when I say it. I think some people go, "Oh, well, no, they're trying to say you can play." Well, that's not Xbox. And let's just be real. Streaming games is a really, really piss poor way to play and experience video games. These games are meant to be played, on like big HDR TVs and things like that, not like somebody's little phone. It's just not a good experience. But anyway, I wanted to get into this because I thought it was going to be a very good video, and I'm sure you guys will probably agree. What's up, everybody? I'm Crap Gamer. This is Crap Gamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I certainly do appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. It helps out the channel. It means a lot to me personally if you guys could do that. Now, listen. A lot of us are maybe wondering, hey, is Microsoft going to deprioritize consoles? What are they going to be doing? They've got this new marketing campaign, etc., etc. Microsoft is running, of course, that campaign. This is an Xbox, blah, blah, blah. A lot of people are making fun of it. They're memeing it, all that kind of stuff. Again, console kind of sales drive subscription situations. Anyway, over 10 years ago, Microsoft launched the Xbox One, a device to drive Xbox's ecosystem of games, software, and services. If you fast forward to today, Microsoft's new "This is an Xbox" campaign attempts to raise consumer awareness that smartphones, laptops, TVs, handheld streaming sticks, and VR headsets are also Xboxes, de-emphasizing the console as the center of the Xbox ecosystem. To understand this, you have to kind of consider the following. Xbox has endured 2 generations of console decline. As Series X and S ends its 5th calendar year in the market, Games Hardware Database estimates that its install base will fall short of its Xbox One predecessor. Xbox's content ecosystem has become subscription-driven, impacting full game purchases revenue as key blockbuster games content sees day-and-date releases on the platform. Game Pass subscriptions remain console-driven despite cloud offerings. Microsoft is now the steward of valuable multi-platform content thanks to buying Activision Blizzard. They've got this analysis has all types of charts and graphs and things like that. Just interesting to me, the way that they've kind of handled this stuff. But for me anyway, it's kind of funny because if you look at their graph for Xbox One, at the end of year 4, according to this, the Xbox One was at 29 million, Xbox Series X and S at 27, and then at the end of year 5, Xbox One was at 38 million, and they predict Xbox Series X and S to be at 33 million. I think that's probably giving them a little bit much in terms of sales and things, but I digress. Anyway, there's some big shifts happening there in the identity of the console itself. A loss-leading box that earns its keep through software and services revenue has been called into questions. Add on top of this the decision to acquire significant content that is simply too costly to make exclusive to Xbox consoles, and Microsoft has been forced into a position where it must look beyond its console audience. See, this is like where people sort of get a little mixed up though, right? Because, and I don't mean to sound like a jerk or anything, but everybody kind of reiterates the whole Microsoft mantra, well, look to the future. Look to the future. It's just one of those things, and kind of finding it funny a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because, at the end of the day, realistically, when you start to see these things, it's really kind of a fun kind of place to be. I feel like Xbox, the console means something. So. Xbox is not ready to be unshackled from its console core, according to this. PC are among the devices Microsoft is calling Xboxes, and it is here where Microsoft has the most potential to reach new players, as PC Game Pass offers access to high-value first-party content. According to this, the game subscription and cloud service market forecast estimates that subscriptions to PC Game Pass at the end of 2024 will stand at under a sixth of all Game Pass tiers combined, so the platform represents plenty of potential for Microsoft to exploit. Yet Microsoft remains in close competition with incumbent player Valve, whose Steam distribution platform is synonymous with PC gaming. While some major publishers such as Sega and Square have begun publishing their Xbox console games on Microsoft's PC storefront day and date, many remain content with Steam. Which is very interesting. So they also kind of talk a little bit about like the mobile situation and how that is. Microsoft's been keen to highlight smartphones as an Xbox that makes calls, yet the launch of an Xbox mobile store on Android is now off the table for this year. This would have left it without a means to directly engaging its audience, standing in contrast with Epic Games, which had begun doing so with Fortnite and recently launched Epic Games for mobile. PC gaming handhelds are another device that Microsoft also highlights as Xboxes, but the user experience is far from perfect. Windows 11's poor user stability for handhelds continues to hold back partnering PC manufacturers. They estimate Valve Steam Deck will continue to be the leading product category in global sell-through in 2024. It talks about cloud gaming continues to acquire top-tier Game Pass Ultimate subscription, making it a hard sell for anyone who doesn't already own an Xbox or a gaming-capable PC. Microsoft cannot guarantee a console-quality experience via cloud streaming. While Xbox console hardware is used in data centers to stream games to players, the resulting quality and latency streamed gameplay depends on several factors outside of Microsoft's control. These include the location of the servers and the quality type of connection and the video codec used. Additional friction remains. Games designed for large 4K TVs aren't guaranteed to look or play their best streamed on some small phone screen without a physical controller, within which the audience off console may not already own. The full Xbox games library remains unavailable for streaming. Microsoft's reach to customers on phones and iPads is limited. So simply put, the Xbox ecosystem off console is not yet ready to shoulder Microsoft's ambition to grow off console. On mobile, Microsoft lacks a distribution platform to build up long-term with new customers, and PC Game Pass shows the most promise. The lack of third-party support for the Microsoft Store reaffirms Steam's dominance. While cloud offers the most reach, it continues to present the same challenges to both Microsoft and customers, many of the same challenges which hampered uptake at the beginning of the Series X and S cycle in the fourth quarter of 2024. So this is an Xbox ultimately presents a vision where Microsoft would like to be rather than where it's at today. And Microsoft is going to, they'll continue to push, these types of situations, like push this whole narrative. Oh, well, this is an Xbox or whatever. I feel like, that's that's them trying to reach out. And the funny thing was, to me, when you see that whole this is a Xbox campaign or whatever, right? The funny thing is that, to me anyways, that PlayStation does that same stuff, right? They do the stuff that Microsoft is trying to do, but they don't ram it down your throats, and it's not at the cost of the console. Whereas whenever you watch Microsoft talk about this stuff or do anything, it's like it almost comes across as like, they don't really like the console or care about the console, or they're trying to kind of get rid of that. And that's unfortunate, because I feel like the console is why many of us are even here, like a fan or whatever, however you want to kind of put it. And it's a real shame the way that they've kind of handled a lot of the fans and things like that, kind of treat us, in my opinion, a little bit piss poor. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, I feel like they have kind of treated us in a way that, we didn't deserve. And, I feel like we kind of deserve to be treated much better. Like, I'm a fan of Xbox, but I'm a fan of the Xbox, right? If I wanted to play on a PC, I would have been playing on a PC. If I wanted to play games on a phone, I would have been playing games on a phone, So, again, you kind of look at these things and you kind of shake your head a bit, and you just kind of question where Microsoft's heart's at this particular point in time. I don't think it's actually with, the fans and things like that, though. That's probably One thing for sure, I mean, they're definitely not doing the things that they used to do, like in terms of like fan engagement and things like that. So we'll see where this all ends, down the line. I hope that they continue to do things to drive people to actually want an Xbox, and I hope they continue to support Xbox. I'm just not holding my breath. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, crap gamer 'em up. I'll catch you guys next time. Crap gamer out.